Gaff, you've had a little bit more time to think about last night's defeat here at stadiummk against Chesterfield. What are your thoughts now?
Still is hurt, still is disappointed. Obviously, it's not something that I can hide. I said to you last night it was going to be a difficult evening because we know we weren't good enough, and I was quite open about that at the end of the game, and I have to take sole responsibility for that. There's no finger pointing to any of the players individually. Collectively, we know we all weren't good enough, and I have to stand and protect the players right now, and I will. And I think it's too late in the day to start being taking cheap shots. And I listened to the BBC Three Counties yesterday, and I heard some of the frustrated fans. And obviously, you talk about Twitter feeds and certain forums and the constant criticism. I get that. The performance wasn't good enough. What we've been expecting this year. But we have come too far to be bitter and twisted and so hurt. We like I said to you the other day, we're still in an unbelievable position, and for us to be on so many points so far this season is remarkable by this group of players. You finished that game on Tuesday evening, obviously last night, with no Dean Bowditch, no Dave Martin, no Dean Lewington on the pitch, no George Williams on the pitch, both Dele Alli, and they thought Dele, and we also have Benica Fobe, who's gone in the period of time from the team that we had in December. And I never for one moment said it's going to be easy when we lose these players, but it's alright sitting there and everything being, oh look how great this is when we're doing this, and all of a sudden you lose these players and look how bad it is. We have to be patient in their recovery. We have to just accept these times when them players aren't on the pitch. And I will do that. I've always said, and I'll stick to my word, that if I get my best team on the pitch, we're as good as anybody in the league. I believe the squad's better this year because the squad's already shown we've lost these players for a period of time, and we have still competing. We just had one or two bad performances of late, and the fact that they've come back to back and one being stadiummk against Chesterfield is what some of the fans would be disappointed about.
I suppose after when you lose 2 games, you want to just get back up there straight away. But I know there's obviously a few things to talk through and obviously look at before the weekend's game.
Yeah, and I was here till 2:30 last night. Well, I watched the game right back. That was hard as well. Seeing the errors and the mistakes, we didn't split, we didn't play out quick enough. We turned into a team that was predictable, and like I said, I have to take responsibility for that, and I'll tell the players to the face properly what I think. I'm certainly not afraid of that. I enjoy the challenge of that. I just want people to realise that listen, we're going to a massive game on Saturday against Preston, and we're going to be as weak as what we've ever been before from a squad perspective, the weakest we've been all season, compounded with a lack of confidence from 2 previous games, and yet we're still third, fighting for second. I don't get it. I don't get the frustration. I understand it, but in the cold light of day this morning, when you still read the papers and you still look at the league table, I think we're still in a wonderful position. Like I said, this season's been phenomenal, and the 55% win record that we've achieved this year so far, we want to keep that in the 50s, and we want to keep that moving forward. And we've got a lot of games still to play, still a quarter of the season to go. When you look at as football league, as the league period, there's still a lot of matches to play.
Is it about taking those last 12 games? It's like a mini season, if you like, with a fresh approach on it and trying to galvanise everyone and going again.
Possibly, yeah. You have to do that, yeah, because you almost have to wipe the slate clean. Go right, this is where we are now. Forget the points we've got behind us. Forget the points that we're chasing. Scrap it. Everyone on 0. Because if we go from now to the end of the season and we finish in the top sort of 2 in a new league, you go up.
Yeah.
So we need to forget about that now, and we need to just make sure that we're competitive, and we need to make sure that we get these players back on the pitch. We need to make sure that happens quick. A lot of pressure on the medical team because they're unbelievable at what they do, and they're trying to do things, they're trying to do new things, trying to get players back on the pitch as quick as they can. And I'm so proud of Simon and Adam and Nick down there and all the staff that come in. They're really good at what they do, and they're just as disappointed as what we all are. Simon's only ever happy when they're all fit, And one thing about Simon is he's certainly working around the clock to get these players back on. And he is one of the best physios out there. It's as simple as that. His qualifications tell you that. His experience at this football club also show you that. His the respect from the FA have for him, and he's always trying to seek for new ideas and quicker rehabilitation methods. So I couldn't wish to be in a football club with a better medical team, and I know they will do their utmost to get our best players back on the pitch. And I know the players who we have fit will do their utmost to try and do the best they possibly can for this football club. So I'm yeah, we've got a big game on Saturday, and I think that's as honest as it can be from the game. I think my interview last night was a little bit wayward and a little bit all over the place because I was still shell-shocked. I've had 5 people this morning say, "What happened last night, Carl?" And I said, "I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. It was flat. There was no spark."
Sometimes you get that, don't you?
Yeah, you do, but sometimes when you get that, I would have taken a point, because sometimes when you have them games, you're better with what you've got than chasing something and losing what you have, and we did that. Obviously losing Louis was a disappointment. I still believe that a certain one of their players should have gone. If that happened, it's a different game, but he never, and we got beat. So we need to be big enough and brave enough to accept that. Let's not discard anybody or discard our chances either. I think the players need the fans more than ever now because of obvious reasons. It's not really much to ask. Your team have really put Milton Keynes back on the map again this year, and I think it'd be a bit of a disappointment to sort of let that sort of fade away.